Okay, good morning. So, um, yeah, my experience of working through the earth was it was kind of like I needed that little bit of grounding because so much was happening and so many things are shifting. We were even like coming in towards the new moon, but we're all of a sudden going from sort of this tender and sensitive place that we've all been in for the last year with everything that's happening in the world and the isolation and the just all the feelings of like can I what's going on and what's not going on. And so I think like finally coming together and coming back to practice and coming back to our body when maybe for a long time we were kind of like running away from our body and our emotions and what we're feeling, to then coming into this really real experience where it's like, oh, we're in the body and we're taking that time and we're looking at what needs to be looked at and working through what needs to be worked through. Yeah, it's intense. There's a lot moving and we're doing it as a group. And whether we're actually physically in person or we're online and we're from somewhere else, we're still connected to the like the web of energy that connects everything, connects all of life. So we're all in this process together and we're all moving through all of this together. And so there's a lot of stuff happening. And so if you're feeling tired or burned out, yeah, that's what happens when we move energy and when we move emotion. It's exhausting because we're processing. We're like the computer. We're this high processing unit of all this stuff is moving and that, right? And then Earth was kind of like the stillness. So you're kind of stuck in it. You're not moving as much. And so what's beautiful now, and for me it was like figuring out technology and all that and holding space and getting all you guys together. And I kind of had this moment the other day where I was like, okay, now we can breathe and it's going to flow. And here we come into water. And now we're going to move what we've kind of excavated out of the earth. We've pulled all this stuff. We went in and we pulled all this stuff up and now we're going to kind of move it. And so it's going to move more. And there might be some releases, there might be some emotional releases because we think of waters and that's what water does. It releases and it flows, yeah. So let's come into a comfortable seat. Okay, just make sure maybe sitting up on something so that your hips can relax a bit. Cool. And so we're moving into Svadisthana, which is the sacral chakra. Just let me find my page here. And so it's interesting. I was talking to Sandra last night about all of this, and it was really cool because I was telling her about my experience yesterday when we were chanting the bija mantra for the root chakra. When we were all chanting that, I really could feel the energy flowing, and I haven't yet to this point really felt chakras or understood how to feel them. I understand them like intellectually and spiritually, but to actually feel it, I could feel it, and I could feel it spinning, all this energy spinning and moving, and then because we had our hips higher than our heart, then the energy kind of flowed down to my heart, and I was just like, whoa, this is so cool. And she's like, if you think about it, like the chakras are where all the energy pathways connect, and we can think of them as like rivers connecting into this like center spot that then is spinning like a wheel, but it's like it's nervous, it's nerves. And so the more that we bring our awareness and the more we think and the more we chant these bija mantras, which are connecting us to that energy, the more felt sense we're going to get. We're going to start to feel those subtle things that we don't normally feel. Just like when we practice yoga, we become more sensitive in our fingertips and our toe tips because we're bringing our awareness through the body and starting to feel things more, right? And that was like a big kind of aha moment for me. I was like, oh, yeah. Like that helps me to conceptualize it a little bit. Yeah? And so as we come in, here we are. To the Svadisthana chakra, this is where it's the emotional center, it's the I feel, it's the creative center, it's connecting to our sensuality and our sexuality. So there's a lot of stuff going on in there, a lot of movement and stuff going on in there. And what can happen when we're kind of in a disharmony in this place is we start to get into places of aversion or grasping. Yeah. So when we're not feeling like our needs are met or that we're being heard, we're going to start to grasp and hold on to things. And so we start to create tension in the body. And when there's tension in the body, nothing can flow. And when we come into here, what we're going to focus on is abundance. And abundance is like that flow state. And I think kind of what happened for me, at least when COVID first hit, I went into kind of this scarcity complex of like, okay, I got to hold on to what I have now. I got to make sure I'm not spending or leaking money anywhere because I don't know when it's going to come in again. And what happened when I got into that state is I feel like all the rivers that were coming in and providing me with sustenance for life, they all started to like go away. I wasn't connected to the people, to the community, to work, to all the things that were bringing love and light and energy into my life. There was all of a sudden this block. And I got really contracted and really inflamed and ended up with a shoulder injury. And it was like, it's so interesting to reflect back now because I'm like, this is what happens when we cut off from the life force and the flow of life, is we start to get really contracted and then we start to block things. Yeah. So if we really think about it, what do I want to say? Okay, so there's this saying that says, as above, so below, as within, so without. As above, so below, as within, so without. Everything that happens inside of us is a reflection of what's happening outside of us. And everything that comes to our life from the outside is a mirror of what's going on the inside. Not an easy thing to think about if you have a lot of struggle and hardship in your life. It's not an easy thing to swallow. But everything is connected and everything is a reflection of everything. So what we're feeling inside is what we're manifesting outside. So if we're focusing on a feeling of lack, if we're focusing on a feeling of struggle, if we're focusing on our anger, that's what's showing up more and more in our life. We're drawing that in. We're saying to the universe, that's what I want more of. And if we're focusing on lack, like I don't have enough money, that's what we're then drawing in. And so one of my teachers that I've been working with, he said a beautiful thing to think about. He has 3 words. It's contact, alignment, and flow. And so we make contact with that feeling that we want to have. What is that deep innermost feeling that we want to feel right now in our lives? Maybe it's happiness, contentment, joy, security, balance, peace, right? So we make contact with that emotion. We try to fully embody it in every cell of our bodies. Like, how can I fully embody that that's already happening in my life? It's already existing. Contact. To align with that feeling, we have to let go of any thoughts to the contrary, and that's the big piece. Any thoughts to the contrary of fully embodying that thing that we want. And when we can do that, then the flow happens. And whatever that thing is, it just starts naturally flowing into our life. We're not blocking it anymore. We're fully open to receive. Right? So it's trying to find those thoughts in our head. Like a really great example is like maybe you look out and you see someone that's super successful. This resonated with me a lot. You see someone who's super successful and you're like, wait a minute, why are they making so much money? If I'm smarter, I have more experience, I have this, and this, I should be in that success moment. So you're looking at them and you're judging someone else's success. So you're saying to the universe, I don't have that. So you're blocking yourself. A lot of people do that. You look on the other side of the fence and you see what someone else is doing. And rather than having this super feeling of joy and for them, for that abundance that they have in their life, that's the feeling that you'll receive it back. Because when you can look out at someone else's abundance and say, I'm so happy for them, and then it reflects back to you. Because if there's someone around you that's living in abundance, that's a mirror that's coming. You're super close. But we forget that and we block ourselves because maybe it's something we've been programmed or conditioned to think, that living in that state, it's not something we're born knowing. Abundance it's infinite. It's never ending. You can take from abundance and it will continue to flow, overflow, right? You can never deplete abundance. It's just abundance. And I never learned that when I was young. That was something that wasn't taught to me, you know. We were always taught, like, be careful with your money, like, ration things, you know. And so we're going to kind of work through that for the next 4 days, finding those blockages, those dams that we've created so we can allow the flow, whatever it is, love. Maybe love is your abundance. Maybe it's financial. Maybe it's freedom in your body. Yeah? Okay. So the mantra that we're going to work with is to Lakshmi, and Lakshmi is the goddess of abundance. Okay. So the mantra is Om Shrim, Om Shrim, Maha, Lakshmi, Namaha. Om Shrim. So Shrim is the seed, the bija mantra. Maha Lakshmi, Namaha. Yeah? Okay. So get warm. If you need a blanket or something, you can wrap yourself with a blanket. We'll chant this mantra together 108 times. If I can undo my knot. Okay. Yeah. So let's take a nice big inhale breath through the nose. Full exhale breath through the mouth. So it'll sound like this. Om Shrim Mahalakshmi Namaha. 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 Mahalakshmi Namaha. Om Shrim 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 Mahalakshmi Namaha. Last one. Om Shrim Mahalakshmi Namaha. Let's take a nice big inhale breath through your nose. And a full exhale breath through your mouth. Joining the palms together in front of your heart. May this practice help me to find all the areas of tension within myself, all the places within both my body, my mind, and my spirit, where I may have shut down or stopped the flow. May I open up to what is coming, to that natural flow of life and abundance. Namaste. Cool. Let's rub the hands together. Take a nice big inhale breath. The top of your inhale, hold your breath, cup your eyes, absorb the heat into your eye sockets. And then as you exhale, slide your hands down the side of your face, your body off your knees. Good. One more. Build some heat. Big inhale. Cup your eyes. Hold. And then exhale, let it all go. Good. Let's crawl ourselves forward into child's pose. Taking a nice big inhale breath through your nose and a full exhale breath through your mouth. Let's do that one more time. Nice big inhale. Big exhale breath. So you're going to start to walk your hands in towards your knees. And you're going to come up onto your knees. Okay, so this is going to be a little bit of a different offering. Okay, you're going to reach your arms up towards the sky, rise up onto your knees. And then as you exhale, you're going to bow forward, touch the earth, slide your hands out in front of you, forehead touches. Good. And then again, inhale, rise. Reach your arms up towards the sky. And exhale, breath, bow forward. Good. One more inhale. And exhale. Good. Press your palms into the earth, and as you inhale, you're going to round forward. Come all the way forward, press your hips to the earth, lift your heart, look forward. And as you exhale, glide your hips back. Inhale, round forward. Lift your heart, look forward. And then exhale, glide your hips back. One more inhale. Good. And we're going to hold here and just sort of rock a little bit side to side. Claw your fingertips into the earth. Relax your hips a bit. Good. And then take one more nice big inhale breath through your nose. Big exhale, stick out your tongue. Go. And then lower yourself all the way down to the earth. Inhale, breath, cobra, rise. And exhale, lower. Two more, inhale. And exhale. Last one, in. And out. Curl your toes under. And as you inhale, press your hips back towards your heels. And then lift your hips all the way up towards the sky, downward dog. Take a few breaths, just sort of pedaling out through your feet. Flowing your breath through your body. Good. And then you're going to inhale, lift your heels, come forward, shoulders over wrists. And as you exhale, bend your knees down towards the earth and then glide your hips back and up. And we're going to do that a few times. Try to get really fluid in your movement. Just imagine that it's water that's flowing through your body. Good. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. And then nice and slow, start to walk your feet all the way up to the top of your mat, coming into Uttanasana, standing forward fold. When you get there, just let your fingertips dangle. And we're going to sway side to side, bending one knee and then the other. Just let your head dangle and your fingertips kind of trace the floor, just letting your spine really dangle. Good. One more nice big inhale breath through your nose. Big exhale breath through your mouth. Good. On an inhale breath, you're going to sit your hips and reach your arms up towards the sky. And then as you exhale, chest to thighs and just flow your arms back. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, flow. Two more. Last one. Good. Inhale, come all the way up. And then as you exhale, fold all the way down. Good. Take an inhale breath here. Halfway lift your spine. And as you exhale, step your right foot back. Okay. Come up onto your right fingertips. Inhale, reach your left arm up towards the sky. Big open twist. Hold and breathe. And just kind of pulse your hips a little bit up and down, just seeing if there's a little bit more space to maybe lean back. Good. And then exhale, left hand comes down to the floor. Step forward, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And then exhale, step your left foot back. Reach your right arm up towards the sky. Good. And then again, just little kind of pulses with your hips. And as you pulse, just leaning back and opening your heart. Good. And then exhale, release. Fingertips come down to the earth. Step back, downward dog. Inhale, breath, ripple forward into high plank. And then as you exhale, lower knees, chest and chin, heart to the earth. Take an inhale, breath into your heart. And then glide through. Exhale, breath, curl your toes under, press your hips back to your heels, forehead comes down to the earth. And then inhale, breath, ripple forward onto all fours, and exhale all the way back, downward dog. Good. Inhale, reach your right leg straight back behind you, curl the heel, stack the hip. Good. And as you exhale, you're going to come forward and tap right knee to right tricep, cross to left tricep, and then circle back. Come forward, sweep the knee underneath your body, and then go back. One more. Good. And then step your right foot in between your hands. Warrior two. Come all the way up. Okay, so try to find a little softness so we're not super engaged and muscular. Just try to be a little bit more pulsy, okay? And we're gonna flow forward and back. So you'll inhale, reach your arm up, lean back. And then as you exhale, come forward, side angle pose. And then inhale, reach back. And exhale, forward. One more. And exhale. Good. Inhale, breath, come up. And then exhale, windmill your hands down to the earth. Step back, downward dog. Good. Inhale, come forward, high plank. And as you exhale, lower knees, chest and chin, pause. Take an inhale here. And a full exhale breath. And then inhale, glide through. Cobra pose. Exhale, breath, curl your toes under, press back, hips to heels, forehead to the earth. And then inhale, round forward. And exhale, press back, downward dog. Good. Inhale, sweep your left leg back, curl the heel, open the hip. Good. As you exhale, come forward, sweep towards left tricep, right tricep, and then back. Good. Do that a couple times, taking big circles. Keep the breath flowing. Good. And then the next time you come forward, step your foot, and we'll come up into warrior two on the other side. Good. Okay. So take little pulses. So there's this reminder to be a little more light, a little more fluid. And then as you inhale, flip your front palm, lean back, exalted. And then exhale, coming forward, side angle. And just flow however it feels good in your body, moving with the breath. One more. Good. And then the next time you come forward, you windmill your hands to the floor, flow around and step back into downward dog. Good. Inhale, breath, come forward, high plank pose. And then as you exhale, lower knees, chest and chin, bum stays high. Take an inhale breath here, full exhale breath. And then inhale, come forward, cobra or upward dog. Lift your heart, breathe. And then exhale, breath, downward dog. Good. Inhale, reach your right leg back. Okay. And then same thing this time, so open your hip. This time we're going to come forward and start with the left tricep, open to the right, out to the side, go back. 2 more. Big circles. Good, and then step your right foot forward. Okay. Warrior 2, come all the way up. Okay. This time we're going to do tug of war. So reach forward and then reach back. Reach forward and back. 2 more. Good, and then come back to center. Straighten your front leg and parallel your feet. Bring your hands onto your hips. Turn your toes out and your heels in and come down into a nice wide squat. Okay. Good. So we're just going to pulse here a little bit. Just pulse down into your heels. Try to feel the 4 corners of both feet. Good. And then you're going to bring your left forearm to your left thigh. Reach your right arm up towards the sky. And then over top of your head, open your side waist. And then inhale, come up. And exhale, go to the other side. Good. Inhale, come up. Exhale to the other side. Open. Inhale, rise. Last part. Good. Inhale, come up. Straighten your legs. Parallel your feet. And as you exhale, we'll fold forward in between the legs. Take an inhale breath to lengthen forward. And then an exhale breath to just fold. Good. Try to press into the 4 corners of each foot. Breathe. Good. One more nice big inhale breath through the nose. Big exhale breath through the mouth. So inhale, halfway lift. Okay. As you exhale, you're going to squat to the left, so the back of your mat. And then inhale, lift up, and exhale, squat to the front. Okay. And we're just going to flow side to side. And if you want to pick up your hands and kind of let your body and your arms flow, if that works, you can. Shake your head out. And just try to really get in there. Good. And then we'll crawl ourselves around to the top of our mat and sink the back knee down to the earth. Wow. Good. Take a nice big inhale, reach your arms up towards the sky. Hold and breathe a couple of breaths. Just spread your fingers, shake out your shoulders. Good. One more inhale here. And then exhale, palms come down to the earth. Step back, downward dog. Okay, so option to stay here or come forward for a vinyasa, your choice. And then inhale, reach the left leg back, curl the heel, stack the hip. Okay. So this time we're going to come forward and take the knee across to the right tricep and then circle it out to the side and press back. So inhale, come forward and let the knee drag you back. Good. One more. Like you're sweeping out the cobwebs. Good. Step your left foot forward. Warrior 2 on the left side. Come all the way up. Okay. Okay. And then same thing. You're going to inhale, reach forward, and exhale, reach back. And try to be as watery as you can, even if you feel super tense and awkward. Just try to get a little flowy. Good. And then come back to center. Straighten both of your legs. Take your heels in and your toes out. Good, and take just little pulses down. Good. Straighten your legs, take a little break. Okay. And then we're going to come down again and we'll do a couple little twists. So you're going to press your hands to the inside of your thighs. Take a big inhale. And then as you exhale, bow your right shoulder, press your right thigh away. Good. And then inhale, breath, come up. Exhale, press your left leg away, bow your left shoulder. Inhale, come up. Exhale to the right. Inhale, come up. Exhale to the left. Good. Inhale, come all the way up. Straighten both of your legs. Turn your heels out. Bring your hands onto your hips. Take a big inhale, lift up through your heart. And then as you exhale, bow forward. Wah. Good. Okay. So hands can find the earth. Hands can find your feet. Shake your head out, relax your jaw, just breathe. Good. Good. And then again, we'll inhale, halfway lift. Okay. And as you exhale, squat to the one side. Come up through center, squat to the other side. And depending on how your legs are feeling today, you might want to pick up your fingers and just sort of sway it out. Body, head, arms. Just letting everything go. Good. And then you crawl yourself all the way around to the top of your mat and sink your back knee down to the earth, low lunge. Inhale, reach your arms up towards the sky. Hold and breathe. Relax those shoulders. Good. Take another inhale, reach up. And then exhale, palms come down to the earth. Step back, downward dog. Big inhale, breath through your nose. Big exhale, breath through your mouth. Good. Start to walk your feet all the way up to the top of your mat, coming back to Uttanasana, standing forward fold. Good. Just allowing your spine to dangle, bend your knees, sway your body. Shake out your head, shake out your neck. Good. One more nice big inhale, breath through the nose. Big exhale, breath through the mouth. Cool. Utkatasana chair pose. Sit your hips, reach your arms up towards the sky. And then exhale, breath, let it go. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, let it go. One more. Good. Inhale, come all the way up, reach up. And then exhale, palms come down through your heart. Pause for a moment and just stand on your feet and hold. Okay. So we're going to do this really beautiful breath. It's called the breath of joy. And joy is essentially like a condensed version of love, like super condensed. Lots of love in there. So the way it works is it's going to be a 3-part in and a 1-part out. And the in's going to be through the nose and the out will be through the mouth. So it'll be like 3 sips. Okay, super great. It really lifts the prana. And we're going to add arms. So it'll be in, forward, in to the side, in, back, forward, and then exhale, clear it out. So look, make sure you have space. Yes. Ready? And yeah, let your knees be soft. That was beautiful. Okay. Ready? Take a big inhale and a big exhale. And begin. In, 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 in. One more. In, out. Good. Come all the way up. Reach your arms up. And you're going to feel a little bit tingly. Just let that all be there. Just breathe and kind of feel yourself hanging in space. Good. And then press down into your feet and grow up a little taller. Really try to reach up and grow up through your fingertips. And then exhale, breath, and fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. And as you exhale, step your right foot back. Good. Bring your left arm up towards the sky, big open twist. And then exhale, left hand comes down to the earth. Step back, downward dog. Inhale, come forward, high plank. Exhale, lower knees, and then lower chest, and come all the way down to the earth. So we're going to come up onto our forearms. Okay. Rock your hips a little bit side to side. Look for your pubic bone. Okay. So the sacral chakra is right behind the pubic bone. So this is a nice place where we can kind of connect into it. And let's take the Bija mantra just while we're here. So it's VAM with a V, V-A-M. Okay. VAM. VAM con V. VAM. Peace. Okay. Yo. It's VAM. Okay. And we'll chant it like Om, but with a V. Okay. Ah, so good. Okay. Big inhale, breath through your nose. Good. Turn your left forearm parallel to the top edge of your mat. Okay. Take your right, slide your legs together, curl your right heel in, and then you're going to reach back with your right arm and look for the inside of your foot. Okay. Start to pull the foot in towards you, and at the same time kick your foot back so there's kind of equal tension. Turn your chest forward and try to get that right hip to flatten into the earth the same as your left. And we'll take the mantra again. Inhale. Ha. Release. Rock your hips. Come to the other side. Okay. So remember, you're drawing the foot in, you're kicking back and resisting a little bit. And really try to lift your low belly. Ready? Big inhale. Good. Release left side, come back forward. Okay. Take your legs wide, bend your knees, and you're going to rock your feet side to side. This feels really nice just to release and unwind the back a little bit. Good. Okay. And then you're going to come down onto your belly. Okay. You're going to curl your right foot in and grab the outside this time and reach your left arm straight out in front of you. Okay. Forehead to the earth. Good. Spread your toes, and on an inhale breath, start to kick your foot back just enough that it starts to lift your chest because it's pulling back on your arm. And then keep kicking a little more. Maybe the right knee comes off the floor, maybe left leg lifts, and then your left arm lifts. Try to get the left bicep in line with your ear. So look down at the earth, and then kick back, reach forward, and lift up a little higher. Big inhale, big exhale, let it go. Ha. Switch. So it's essentially like dancer's pose, but on your belly. Okay. Good. Start to kick your left foot back. As you kick, your chest will start to lift. Look forward. Maybe your right foot lifts, maybe right arm lifts. And then imagine you're lifting everything up. Breathe, smile, spread your toes. Exhale, release. Good. Palms beside your rib cage. Curl the toes under. Press your hips to your heels, forehead to the earth. Pause and breathe. And then kind of wiggle your bum a little bit to the side. Big inhale, breath through your nose. Big exhale through your mouth. Good. Inhale, lift your belly, round forward. And then exhale, breath, press back, downward dog. Good. Right leg reaches back. Curl the heel, stack the hip, open. And then step your right foot forward in between your hands. Stay low, spin your back heel so you have warrior two legs, but you're still on fingertips. And then from here, we're going to crawl ourselves around to the left. So your front knee and front foot are pointing forward. And then you're turning your chest sideways. Think like downward dog with your upper body on a diagonal, kind of facing out. Yep. And you're going to try to sink your butt down towards the floor. Press forward through your hands and imagine you're going to melt your chest. Maybe your forehead down towards the earth. And it's like, yeah. And you can make sounds. Yes. Good. Inhale, breath, walk your hands in. Walk yourself back around to the top of your mat. And step back, downward dog. Wow. And just feel, you should feel a lot of tingling and stuff happening. Good. Walk forward, Uttanasana, forward fold. Sit your hips. Inhale, reach your arms up, chair pose. Exhale, breath, rise to stand. Pause and feel. Okay. Breath of joy, second set. Okay, so step, it's 3 inhales through the nose. And then a big exhale. In, out. Yeah? Okay. Ready? Inhale. Exhale. All together. In, out. In, out. In, out. One more. In. Good. Inhale, rise all the way up. Just sort of hang and suspend in air a little bit. And then press down into your feet. Gather that all in, lift up. And then exhale, bow forward. Inhale, breath, halfway lift. Exhale, big step back with your left foot. Big open twist, right arm reaches up towards the sky. You can do whatever you want. You can circle the arm. You can curl back. You can reach forward. Good. And then exhale, right hand comes back to the floor. And we step back into downward dog. Inhale, breath, come forward, high plank. Exhale, breath, lower all the way down to the earth. Good. Okay, interlace your hands behind you. Take a nice big inhale breath, lift your shoulders, reach back through your arms, lift your heart, fly. Maybe rock side to side a little bit, shake your head out. And then lift your feet. You can stay here or curl the feet in and grab the tops of both of your feet. And then floor bow, kick back and lift your heart. And just let it be a slow stretching out, a slow growing. Spread your toes, lift your heart, smile through your eyeballs. Yeah. Open up, let it flow. One more big inhale. Exhale, let it go. Come down, surrender. Just feel all that sweetness moving in your heart. Okay, so we have an option for a second set. If you're like, no thank you, you just stay here. Okay, and if you're like, yes, please, you're going to come back up. And if you have more open shoulders, the invitation is to grab the inside of your ankles. This is going to get really deep into the shoulders. Otherwise, you're on the outside. Okay. Hug the feet in. Start to kick back, and it's going to be like, whoa. I like to kick one foot and then the other and kind of work in a little bit. Yeah. And you got to smile like as big as you can, like you're having the best time of your life. You're like, whoa, what's going on? My heart's opening and it feels so good. Good. One more big inhale. Exhale, let it go. Come down, release, breathe, soak it all in. Yeah. Good. So palms come beside your ribs. Look forward, curl the toes under, hips to heels, forehead to the earth, releasing the spine. And then inhale, we suck the belly in and round forward to all fours. And then exhale, lift your hips, downward dog. Good. Inhale, left leg reaches back, curl the heel, open the hip. And then step the left foot forward. Warrior two, but staying low to the earth. We crawl the hands around to the side. Good. Press down and forward through the hands and bow your chest. Yeah. So front foot and knee are pointing straight forward. Back leg, you're pressing out through that back foot a lot, and you're kind of pulsing and sinking your hips. Trying to relax your jaw. Let it all go. Move all that energy. It's so beautiful. Good. One more inhale. One more exhale. Good. Slowly come up. Crawl yourself back around. Wow. Step back, downward dog. Good. Walk your feet forward. Uttanasana, standing forward fold. Just take a breath here just to release everything. Shake it out. And then bend your knees a little, pull your belly in and roll yourself all the way up to stand. Roll your shoulders back, come onto your feet. Good. Take a moment just to feel yourself here. Okay. So we're going to come into dancers. So just take a moment to feel down to the soles of your feet. And if you were in class yesterday morning, we talked about the soles of the feet being little bandhas. And so it's almost like you want to try to imagine you're picking the floor up with your feet. And that kind of scrunching of the feet together creates this like upward suction energy that helps with balance. Yeah. And then we equally want to feel this feeling like you're standing in warm mud or wet sand and your feet kind of squish down and the toes spread and everything gets really big. We want to feel that too. Equal sucking up and equal spreading out. Yeah. Step your feet together. Shift your weight to your left foot. Spin your right hand out and then reach for the inside of your foot. Come to center. And what we're going to do first is kick the foot back. So kick the foot back, but keep lifting your chest up. Kick back, kick back, kick back. And then there's a moment where you need to start hinging. And at that moment, it's like a teeter-totter. Chest goes forward, foot goes back. Maybe your arm reaches forward. Yeah, smile, breathe, kick, release. Place the foot and right away come to the other side. Don't even think about it. Just come right in. Thumb to heart. Start to kick the foot back. Lift your heart, lift your heart, lift your heart, lift your heart. And then tip, kick, tip. Reach. Imagine you're reaching for something that you want, but you already know you have it, so you don't really need it. Good. Exhale, release. Okay, one more time each side, so we have a chance to maybe go a little deeper. Forward. Yeah. Okay, I'll watch you guys this time. Just go with your own breath. And remember to breathe, that's the anchor. Beautiful. Spread the toes. Keep lifting the heart. Soften the gaze. Good. Inhale, exhale, release. Come right to the other side. As soon as your foot touches, just shift and come right in. Inhaling and exhaling the whole time, expressing your love and light. Spread the toes. Inhale, exhale, release, rise. Good. Place your hands over your heart. Soften your knees and feel your feet on the earth. And just take a moment to connect to your heartbeat and your breath, the two rhythms that give us life, giving gratitude for both of those, for our ability to be here, to be in a body, to have this practice, to have each other. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Step your feet wide, coming down into Malasana. I like to bring my fingertips forward and kind of rock my way in a little bit. So it's like an invitation. You're just letting your hips know, like, I'm coming in deep. Let's get ready. Yeah. We've got the didge to help us get down there. Okay. Cool. Okay, so whatever you feel called to do, it might be nice just to really firmly plant and work on lengthening the spine. You might feel like twisting and opening up a little bit. You can do that. Trying to create space. Try to keep everything kind of moving so we're not stuck. We're trying to get rid of those pathways of tension. And then you can come forward and kind of roll to the other side. Again, looking for space. Good. And then we're going to find our way, when you're ready and you feel all float out, down to the earth. Baddha Konasana, soles of the feet come together. Yeah. Okay. So just grab on to the soles of your feet. Imagine you're going to read a really good book. And you just sort of open it up. Imagine someone's kind of helping you to press your thighs down into the earth. And then from there you lift up through your chest, out of your low back. And then you can think about leaning forward, maybe by pulling up a little bit on your arms, leaning forward through your chest. And you breathe really big, full, deep breaths. And we come down. And if you're able to come forward quite a bit, you might want to just release your feet and walk forward. If you're up a little higher, this is nice because it gives you a little kind of anchor point to pull up on. Keep your spine tall. Release your neck. And if you are forward with your hands, try turning them up towards the sky. This is a way of kind of surrendering or offering. Palms up, softens everything. Good. Lots and lots of breath. Take one more nice big inhale breath through the nose. Full exhale breath through the mouth. Cool. So you're going to nice and slow start to roll up. Yeah. We're going to come into Virasana. So come onto your shins. Okay. And if you're like me and you're a little tight in your ankles, or you get a little tenderness in one of your knees, when you open your feet, sit on, a blanket or a block, whatever you have, okay, in between the feet. Okay. Cool. Okay, so some of us, we might just stay here. This might be pretty intense. So you just stay here with your palms facing up. Okay. If you have a practice of leaning back, we can go to lay back to do a reclined hero's pose. And I would say you can also put a block there for your shoulder blades to land on. Might feel really nice to support you a little bit. Okay. So we're here. If we're going to go back, just make sure the tops of your feet are flat on the floor. And then when you go back, you want to kind of lift your bum and press your hips to the sky. So you're trying to get a little bit more on the back of your butt. And you can work your way down maybe to elbows. And you check that out. And it's okay for your knees to slide apart a bit. Or you might be able to come all the way down, maybe on a block or on the earth. But try to come to a place where you feel supported and you're not kind of struggling or in pain. Okay, it's just about feeling a little bit of sensation, not a lot. And what we're opening here is the quads and also the hip flexors. And we breathe nice and deep and slow. So really slow, you'll put one hand and then the other one, and you slowly kind of walk yourself back up. Yeah. Do you have a block there?
No. Yeah. Is this okay?
Yeah, like we need to work on with you getting your feet more on the top of the floor.
Yeah.
But I don't want to do it now because you're in pretty deep. So that might mean for you sitting up a little higher. So you want the full top of your foot and the toes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I felt that.
Yeah. And now
Now
it might be more
intense. Very uncomfortable.
Yes. And we want to make sure that we're opening straight, that the knees folded straight. Yeah.
So
Okay.
this
And that would mean just sit up. Yeah.
Come out of this.
Press into your elbows. Yeah.
Got it.
And then hands. Yeah.
I feel like I put this on my shoulders and then took it off.
Yeah.
And in both, I feel like in my lower back.
It's pinching a bit.
Yeah, in my lower back. Like, what should I do?
Does that give you more space?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is what happens when you lengthen your tailbone. Same action would be lifting pubic bone to navel, and it just takes a while to learn how to access those little muscles, and you'll start to be able to kind of do it on your own. So if I was here and I was you, I'd kind of grab the flesh of my butt and kind of pull it down, and that would kind of help, to lengthen the tailbone.
And
Yeah.
focus on putting my tailbone to the front. It does make a difference.
Yeah.
Because it's not about here. It's like the back.
You want the back to be,
Thank you.
You're welcome. Better, eh? Yeah. So nice, big, full, deep breaths. So we'll just hold for another couple breaths, but if you feel like you need to come out, always feel free to come out. And when you do come out, take your time. If you're still down, don't feel rushed. But since a few of you are out, I'll just show you. Stretch your leg back and circle out through your ankle just to release the ankle if you've been in for a while. Okay, good. And then all we're gonna and then the last shape we'll come into is reclined Baddha Konasana, which is laying on your back with the soles of your feet touching. And I would say if you might want a blanket underneath you or over top of you. If you have blocks, those are really nice to start. Sometimes it's nice to just really support yourself. And then there's no possibility of tensing or struggling at all. So you come down and just like hug your knees in. Maybe do a happy baby just to release your back. Or a plow pose, like whatever you need to release. Some people like to do a seated forward fold. I like to do a plow. You might choose to do a twist. Just take a few breaths, just sort of unwinding and arriving on the earth. Yeah. Actually, let's do this. Reach your legs and your arms up towards the sky. Both arms and both legs up towards the sky. And then just start to shake everything. Shake your arms, shake your legs, everything like super fast. Bend your elbows, bend your knees, and just like go faster, 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 faster. Yeah! Oh my God. You guys look awesome. Run faster! Shake, 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 shake. Super hard! And then stop. And pause and just feel. You're going to get you'll feel your prana now. It'll be all this tingly stuff moving through the whole width span of your body, your physical self. And then you just let everything fall down and we'll come into reclined Baddha Konasana. Okay, yeah, and I would say support yourself because it's so nice. And make sure you're super warm, get all your layers on. And we're going to connect to the Bija mantra here as kind of our meditation for the end of class. So if you like, it can be nice just to place your hands just on your low belly, just so you're kind of drawing your awareness there. And then as you tone, as you sound, try to send the vibration right down to the space behind your pubic bone. Svadisthana Chakra. Yeah. So let's take a nice big inhale breath through your nose. And a full exhale breath through your mouth. Inhaling for Vam. Inhale. feel like you want to stretch your legs out, feel free to do so. Just allow all that energy to flow now down your legs. Let's take a nice big inhale breath through the nose. And a full exhale breath through the mouth. And just slowly start to come back into your body. You can rock your feet a little bit side to side, wiggle your hips a little bit. And then bending one knee at a time, bring the soles of the feet onto the earth. And we're going to do this little thing where you press into your feet, like you're going to kind of push your head forward, and then you pull back, and you're just kind of like rocking the skin on your back a little bit, rocking, feeling your body rocking on the earth. And it just helps to release like tension and fascia in the back body. Cool. And then let your knees kind of rock side to side. Good. And then we'll just rock all the way over onto one side, whatever side you're called to, and you just roll all the way over. Pause there for a moment and just kind of feel everything. And then slowly start to peel yourself up off the floor. Just arriving back into your seat. Let's bring the palms together in front of the heart. So I'm going to leave you today with these 3 words: contact, alignment, and flow. What is that feeling that you want to feel through every ounce of your body? It's not about what we want, but what do we want to feel? And then everything in life can align to that feeling. Make contact with the feeling, understand it through your whole body, align to it by removing any thoughts that are contrary to it, and allow the flow. Yeah. Here's another way of thinking about it. You can't push a river, you allow the river to flow. You can capture river water, but you don't make the river flow. You make contact with the water, you align with it, and then you let it flow. We are in everything, everything is in us. We can't make things happen, but we can allow the things to happen by finding all the barriers and the dams that we've created that have blocked that flow, and starting to dissolve them, release them. You know, when we really make contact with them, we can find that they're probably not so true. They're only true if we believe they're true. Let's take one Om to seal the practice in today. So take a nice big inhale breath through your nose. Exhale, clear it out through your mouth. Inhaling to Om. Bowing your brain in towards your heart. Namaste. Kiki's going back to bed. Thank you, everyone. Yeah, thank you. Okay, so our last practice this week is tomorrow at 7:30. What did we decide on the breath class? No, okay. So Steph and I are going to have a conversation, and then I'll send you a message right after and let you know what we're doing for the water blessing. Okay? It'll be Monday or Tuesday. Yeah. But I'll send you the message with the time. We're going to record it all, so if you can't be there in person, you can still do it at home. Okay? Tomorrow's 7:30 at Cuatro Vientos, yeah. Or in your home on the computer. It works there. we have a good internet signal there. Okay, let me turn this off. My hair.